Hey guys, CTC here, and today we'll be learning how to solve a 4x4. So I'm assuming that you know how to solve a 3x3, otherwise there's no point continuing watching this video. So you must know how to solve a 3x3. So moving on to 4x4, the process is very simple once you learn it. So what you do is first you form solid blocks here in the center on all faces. Then you start pairing up edges. So these two edges must be the same color. And after that, we just solve it like a regular 3x3. So I'd recommend you to start on white, forming the white center first, because that just helps getting things along nicely. And you can start with any color, but I'll recommend it to start on white. So we need to pair, first we need to pair two white centerpieces together. So if there is not already paired, if they are not already paired, so you can find two pieces and just pair them up intuitively. So for example, we can pair these two up by just moving this over here and just sliding this over to match these two. Alright, so then we need to find other two centerpieces. So I can just pair these two up, but I realize that once I turn this up, the first bar gets spoiled. So before turning this up, I'll just move this out of the way like this. So when I move this up, this stays intact. And then what I can do, I can move it over and just slide it down. So once you are done with the white face, so let's just do the white face again to clear things up a bit more. All right. So we start by matching two pieces up. So we have this and we have this. You can match these two up like that and find the other two pieces. So we have this and this. So I can slide this up and there's no bar over here, so there's nothing that's going to be spoiled. So I just put this up, move this over, and I put this back down. So I get my white, and then after the white you need to move on to the opposite color of white, so that is yellow according to the Rubik's Cube color scheme. So moving on to yellow, we need to pair these two up first. You need to start pairing two edges first, two centerpieces first. So we'll be pairing these two up first. So as I bring this up to pair it up with this one, I see that the white bar comes up as well. So we need to replace it again over here. So what we do is move this yellow bar out of the way and then we slide this back. So we have the yellow bar over here and we have the white centers intact. So now we need to pair this and this. So I will just move this around. So when I move this over here, this will be paired up. Now comes the problem. If you put this up, the white bar comes up and you can't just rotate and just put this back down. So what you need to do is, in this case, is you need to put the yellow bar that's already on top of the newly created bar like this. Then you need to put this up and then you need to do a U2. So when you bring this back down, the yellow bar that's over here comes down as well. So we've got our first two centers, and don't be confused. I'll be doing some walkthrough solves probably at the end of this video or maybe in another video. So after you have done with these two centers, we can move along with the other four centers. All right. So what you want to do is you want to look for a bar on one of these four centers. But as we have got it now, as of now we have got no bars over here, so we need to form a bar. So you can start with any color, but I will be starting with green because that's the most easy one to pair up. So I can just move this up and I'll have my green. Remember, we are not spoiling the white or yellow. So we have got this green, and what you want to do preferably is to keep this bar vertical, not horizontal, because when you move other things around like this, that's gonna spoil these two up. So you just keep your bar vertical and then look for the other two green centerpieces. So we have it over here and over here. So I can just easily pair this up like this. And then we can match this bar with this bar. So there you go, like that. All right. So one thing you have to keep in mind that I forgot to tell earlier is that you need to keep in mind the color scheme of the cube. So when yellow's on top and green's in front, orange would come on the right hand side, then blue, then red. So you need to keep this in mind while solving the 4x4, because there's no fixed centers in 4x4. So after you have completed green, you can keep this side on top and start building orange over here. So we already have 3 pieces over here. So what you do in this case is you just keep it like this if this piece is over here, and you're just gonna put this bar down like that, and then you move this one out of the way and you pull it back. So we have a green and we have an orange as well. So after orange there would be blue, and we got very lucky in this case because we already have both the blue bars already formed. So you can just line these two up like that, and what you need to do is you need to kick the blue bar that's on the top with the bar that is on the bottom, do a U2 and pull it back down, and you'll have your bars and the centers are done. This was the first step in solving the 4x4. So I'll be going through some of the last 2 centers cases. So you have completed all the centers and you're just left with these 2 and you get such a case. So what do you do in such a case where there's just one green here, there's just one red here, and you need the red over here? So keep this over here and you kick this bar out like that, do a U and restore. Another possible case that you can get is that blues over here, you need orange, you need red over here, and you need green over here, but instead you have got the whole of green over here and the whole of red over here. So we'll replace the green bars with the red bars one by one. So first do a R and U2 R prime. So we have got one red bar on top, and then just repeat the same with the left hand. So once we are done with the centers, we'll move on to pairing up the edges. So preferably you need to find the edge, the cross color edges first, and that's what I do, and that's what's best for beginners at least. So I found 2 of those over here. So what we need to pair these 2 up is we need to put them in this middle layer. So this one's already in the middle layer, and now I need to put this one in the middle layer. So you see these colors that are in the front. If these 2 colors are the same, then what you need to do is just insert it with R, U prime, R prime. But these are not the same. So when they are not the same, you are going to insert it with a head slammer. That's basically F, R prime, F prime, R. Once you insert that edge, you need to just slice it like that. Slice it and these 2 will pair up. And after pairing these 2 up, you need to just replace this solved edge with any of these unsolved edges on the top. So just do R, U, R prime. So we have this, and you then restore your center over there. So similarly, we'll be finding 2 more cross edges. So we have this green and white over here, and we have this over here. So we need to bring this into the middle layer. So just rotate and then just do R. So I'm inserting it in this layer, and these 2 colors are the same. So just L prime, U, L. Then I'll be just rotating it back so the yellow's on top. I want to keep the yellow on top so that I'm keeping all my cross edges in the top layer. So I get this and I replace it with an unsolved edge. So this is an unsolved edge, R, U, R prime. So we've got 2 and we restore the centers. So now here we have got blue, white, and in this case the colors in the front are not the same. So you're going to insert this edge with a head slammer, that is F, R prime, F prime, R. Slice it over to pair it, replace it with an unsolved edge, and restore the centers. So we have these 2 as the final ones, and this one's at the bottom. So once again we are going to rotate like this, and these 2 are the same color. So we'll be inserting this over here with L prime, U, L. Turn it back so the yellow face is on top, and slice this over, and I'll just be replacing it with an unsolved edge and restore that. So you are done with the cross edges. Now what you need to do is just make the cross. So this is simple basic 3x3. Make the cross Nothing spectacular about that. All right, so I've got the cross over here. So I see this edge is already formed. So if you see one of these types of edges, you just need to replace this with one on the top. All right, so we'll be solving the rest of the edges, and the technique will be the same as we did for the cross edges. So you need to find any edge in the middle. So if I see this one, you preferably choose this edge. So I see this as green and yellow. So I find the green and yellow in the top layer or anywhere else. So over here, and again these two colors are not the same, so I'll insert it with a head slammer like that, and then I'll slice to pair these up and replace with an unsolved edge like we did in the cross edges, and restore the center. So now we have this green orange edge over here. Find the green orange over here. So there we go, and these two are the same colors, so we'll insert it by R, U prime, R prime, and then slice over and replace it with an unsolved edge and slice back, and we got this as well, so we'll replace it with an unsolved edge. All right, so we've got the edges on the top layer done as well, and we are just remaining with 4 edges. Alright, so we'll be solving the last 4 edges that are present in the middle layer. So once again, you can start from any edge. So we keep this, we see this edge, and this is blue and orange, so we need to find the blue orange edge, and that will be in the middle layer. So here it is. What you need to do is bring this in the top layer like that once again. So I just brought it in the top layer, and then you need to see the colors once again. So these two are the same, so insert it with R, U prime, R prime, slice, and there'll be one unsolved edge that you just took out from here. Replace it with that, slice back. So as you see, we have this green, orange yellow. So find the orange yellow. Now things get interesting because we just have these 2 edges that are unsolved. All of the rest of the edges are solved, and we just have these 2 edges that are unsolved. So in this case, what you do is you're just going to insert it so that these 2 edges and these 2 edges match up. If you can't understand what I'm saying, I'll just show you. So these 2 must be the same, and these 2 must be the same. So once again, wait a second. All right, so here we were. So what you need to do is insert it with a head slammer if it's like this. So now these 2 edges are the same, and these 2 edges are the same. So if you're left with just these final 2 edges, what you need to apply an algorithm that will be on the screen as well. I'll be dictating as well. So it's UW prime, and then you do the flipping alg, R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R, and UW. So that pairs that up like that, and we are done with the 8 edges. So don't be confused at the moment, because I'll be just doing some walkthrough solves at the end as well to help you guys get over it. So after this, you just have to do regular F2L, or if you don't do F2L and just insert the corners, so just do that. So I'll just be doing that. That's just 3x3 stage actually. All right, so we're done with 3x3 stage, and one thing I want to show you before we go on to the OLL stage and the PL stage are the parities. So all right, so first of all, let's go on to OLL parity. So what's OLL parity? When you see the 4x4 and you see that the yellow edges on the top, after completing your F2L, there are odd number of yellow edges on the top. That means you've got OLL parity. So if you've got 1 edge or 3 edges, then it's OLL parity. Simple as that. So in this case, we have got 3 yellow edges on top. That means it's OLL parity. So we basically use an alg for OLL parity, and that alg is pretty long. I'll be putting it on the screen because I won't be able to dictate it because I haven't written it down, and it's just muscle memory. So just follow along with the notations on the screen. All right, RWU2, 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 RW prime U2, LW prime U2, RW prime U2, RWU2, RW prime U2, RW prime. That's the L basically, and what it does is puts these two edges on the top, flips these two. Alright, so once you have done with that, just do regular OLL, and then again we have to deal with PLL parity. Now what's PLL parity is actually when you get a case in PLL that you haven't experienced on 3x3. So this is PLL parity because you don't have a direct algorithm for this on 3x3. So for PLL parity, the alg that you use is UW2 small r U2 small r2 U2 small r2 U2, like that. I might have said the notation wrong, but just follow the alg which is on the screen. Don't follow my wordings. Alright, and then oh no, I messed up. What the heck? Just complete this 3x3 stage. Alright, so we are done with solving the 4x4. Alright, so I'll be doing one walkthrough solve. So first of all, we need to start on white. So I see that we have already got a bar over here. So we need to find the other two centers. So we have this and this. So I know if I put this up like that, it would come on this spot. So what I do is move this over here. So when I put this on top, these match up, and I will just form this center. Moving on to yellow, I see this, move this up, put it out of the way and bring this back down. Then we have this and this, so we'll just pair that up. And like I told before, we'll just kick this yellow out, do a U2 and put this back down. So we have the yellow cross, the yellow center. And moving on to this, I see this being the most easiest to start off with. So we'll just do it like that. I'll put this on top, kicking this bar out, move this on the side and pull this back. And onto the right of green comes orange. So we'll just be putting orange over here. So just put this up and we'll get one orange over here. Then we'll just pair this up like that. We don't want to destroy this green. And now we have this bar already at the bottom. So just make this vertical and we'll kick this bar out like that, U2, and pull this back in. So on to the right of orange comes blue, so we'll form the blue bar over here. So I can put this up, so we'll move this out of the way, put it over here, form the bar, and we want to bring this orange back. So just do a U and bring this back so the orange is restored. Now we'll complete the blue by putting this bar on top, kicking out this bar, we do a U2 and pull this back down. So we have all our centers done. Now we find the green white edge, same colors, put it with R, U prime, R prime, and then just replace it with unsolved edge. So we have red white over here, red white at the bottom as well. So same colors, R, U prime, R prime, match up and replace with an unsolved edge. Then we have these two and they are the same color, so insert it with head slammer, pair this up and insert in the top layer. And finally we have blue white over here and over here, so same colors and insert like that, pair this up and replace with an unsolved edge. Just complete the cross. You see this, so find the green orange, same color, insert like that, pair up, replace with unsolved edge. So we have red green, same, insert like that, pair this up and replace with unsolved edge and restore that. So we have green and yellow over here, find this over here. So different colors, insert with head slammer, slice over and replace with unsolved edge, slice back. So here we have yellow and orange, and we have the same over here, so we can just slice it like that and replace with unsolved edge and slice back. Now we are on to the last four. So we have this, and we need orange blue over here, so it's over here right at the back. We take this out and different colors, so insert with the head slammer, slice, replace with unsolved edge, so over here, slice back. And we have blue red, so find the blue red, so over here. In fact, we are onto the last two, so we need to keep the same two colors over here and here, so we'll do the flipping alg on this side, and now we need to do the flipping alg with two layers like that. And after that we'll be moving on to 3x3 stage. No parity in the OLL stage, and no PL parity. That's a first. So I hope you guys got some help out of this tutorial, and I hope this walkthrough will help you as well. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and share this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making further content like this for you guys to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.